Well, hello and welcome to Marriage and Family Systems from Moody Bible Distance Learning. This is your fearless leader, Professor Jefferson M. Williams, coming to you from the remote location of Little Chenoa, Illinois, in the middle of the corn. Hey, I'm not going to complain about the weather, although I could, because by the end of the week it's going to be warm again. Here in Illinois, spring is terrible because it was 70 one day and then it was 30 the next day, and now it's going to snow tonight. What? I'm just not going to complain. We're in week 5 of quarantine. I very rarely wear a hat, but my hair, I'm looking like a chia pet. So my wife is going to have to shave my head because she doesn't know how to cut hair. So I'm just going to shave my head, I guess. So because we've got at least 2 or 3 more weeks of this, if not more. So, hey, I hope you guys had a wonderful Easter. I know it was different. It certainly was for us. I recorded my Good Friday sermon, and then I recorded my Easter sermon on Saturday. And it's interesting. Our little church, we average about 75 people on a Sunday morning, and over 200 people have viewed the sermon. So God, in His providence, there's some cool things happening with this. So I hope everything went well with you guys, and we were able to FaceTime with our kids, and so that helped a little bit. I wasn't able to see the goose, which is our granddaughter, but hopefully we'll see her soon. And so I just wanted to welcome you to week 5. Week 5, we're going to be talking about the myths of marriage, parrot and parrot. And I had sent out an announcement about that the PDF was not working with Chrome. I just opened it with Chrome. So they must have fixed it for us, which is wonderful. So if you have any problems opening it, please let me know. So the 4 myths of marriage. Number 1, we expect the same thing from marriage. Number 2, everything good in our relationship will get better. Number 3, everything bad in our relationship will disappear. Number 4, my spouse will make me whole. That one should make you shudder a little bit. So you're going to be reading the Parrot and Parrot 4 Myths of Marriage, and then you're going to do a 1-page summary. And I just want to say thank you. A lot of people this is a skill you need to learn. If the assignment says 1 page, 1 page. I remember 2 or 3 years ago, I had a student who just couldn't do it, and she would write 4 and 5 pages for these assignments, and no, 1 page. So just a summary of them. And I'm not going to make a lot of comments on that. If you do a good job, I'll just say you did a good job. So you're going to do also a genogram. Now, one of the first assignments I did in seminary, and I have a master's in marriage and family therapy, so this class is right up my alley. I did a genogram of 3 generations back for my wife and I, and then all the different systems and everything else. It was 65 pages long. It was. I still have it. That's not what we're asking you to do. We're asking you to do your family, you, your father, your parents, their parents, and then if you want, I think 3 generations, their parents. If you have information on it, great. If you don't, that's okay, because what you're going to be turning in is a 1-page summary of what you learned. 1 thing, 2 things that you learned through this, okay? And then your discussion board is going to be, which myth are you most vulnerable to? And if you're not married, this is a fabulous thing to study before marriage. I've been married 28 years. I wish I had stuff like this before I was married. So, all right. The question of the week is very simple. What do you miss most in quarantine? What do you miss most? I love used bookstores. I find them. When I travel, I go and I find used bookstores. And there's one near me that I love to go to. I rarely buy anything. I just love used bookstores. And I found myself yesterday wanting to go to a used bookstore so bad. So that's one of the first things I'm going to do, is go to a used bookstore. I'd ask you to pray for me. I'm going to be involved. I was supposed to be in Louisville, Kentucky today for the Together for the Gospel conference, but that's going to be live streamed, so I'll be participating by that. But just pray as I'm grading papers and writing a sermon and attending a conference. But just pray that I'd be challenged and that I'd continue to grow as a pastor and a professor and a counselor and all the things that God has me doing. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions or comments or prayer requests, please let me know. Other than that, let's do week 5 together.